KSON G-Chart all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I will be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. We have two early check-ins, N9DLB Dave here in Freeport, and the W9JTC Jamie and Robert, two early bird check-ins. So again, I'll be calling the Friday Night Fun at exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. This case on G-Sharp, of course, stand by for the next. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is Case9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is providing an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This is a non-club net. Everybody's welcome to check in. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed in your radio in order to have access to the repeater. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, Case9GCR. Every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time on the W9XD repeater 146610, Rockford, Illinois. It's live streamed on YouTube at youtube.com/ at Kerry Tatlow. Okay. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time mobile stations. I have two early check-ins. Dave, NIDLB, well, he always checks in early anyway. And Jamie, W9JTC, both are early check-ins. Here's what I'm going to do. First, I'll take short time mobile stations. If you have something else going on with your family, or you have something else you want to watch on TV, if you're passing through the area, you'd rather concentrate and you're driving, I'll take your short time and mobile check-ins, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Then we'll take a general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. Let's see. I was debating as to whether to have a topic or not, but I was just saying, it's going to get very cold. What do you like to cook? Well, these cold days, what is your favorite dish that you like to cook? Do you like to cook a stew, or steaks, or what have you, or venison, or soup? What do you like to have? That'll be the topic on the first round table. Let's see. We'll have our features, Friday Night Fun at Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll see where we can answer your questions for you. We'll do the Friday Night Fun at contest / DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts? Well, I did, but they were mostly here in the area. We'll talk about that later. So, and then we'll do we'll have the swap net. If you have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want to relate to hobbies of RAM trade or computers, we'll definitely do that. We'll see how good of a turnout we have tonight. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time on mobile stations? I'd like to check tonight's net. Please call now.
Good, Jimmy. This is Whiskey 9, Whiskey Bravo Bravo, Stephen Rockford. Short time, no traffic.
W9 WBB Day, Stephen Roscoe. Got you checked in short time. Southerly, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time on mobile stations who would like to check in? Please call now.
Kilo 9, Japan, Papa Joe, Rockford with traffic.
K9JPP, okay, Joe. I've got you checked in with traffic. Do you want to do it now or would you rather wait? It's up to you.
No, I'll do it after the next run check-in.
Okay, sounds good, Joe. Joe is one of the net control operators on the Winnebago County Skywarn train net, which meets every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repair in Rockford. I filled in for him last night. Okay, thanks for checking in, Joe. We'll get back to you in a few minutes with your traffic. Do we have any more short time on mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now.
W9 VOX, Greg and Byron, short time.
W9VOX, Greg and Byron, checking in short time. Okay, Greg. 73, have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time on mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now.
KC9 QPL, Paul Sport, short time, 73, I'm clear.
KC9 QPL, Paul Lost Park. Okay, Paul, I've got you checked in short time. 73, have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you on the radio next week. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time on mobile stations you want to check in? Please call now. Okay, no further short time stations. Let's move to general check-ins. Any general check-ins with the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call KC9 GCR.
D9 YBG, Dale.
KE9CZZ in the mobile, no traffic.
Okay, I've got two stations checking. K9YBG, Dale and Rockford. I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. And the KE9CZZ, Guy in the mobile, I've also got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins with Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go back to Joe, K9JPP. Joe, go ahead with your traffic if you would, please.
I just want to remind everybody that on January the 24th, we've got our open Skywarn meeting at OSF St. Anthony. All those that are on the Facebook page will have the information there, and then I'll make the announcements as we get closer to the date as well. But that's my traffic, and I'm going to be clear, K9JPP.
Okay, Joe, thanks for giving us that traffic. It's 73. Have a good evening. Drive home safely, and we'll catch you the next week. Thanks for checking in. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and let's start the first round table. Let's see. KD9YBG, Dale. With these cold weather coming up, what do you like to cook? What is your favorite food that you like to cook during these cold weather temperatures? You like to have soup, stew, or roast, or what have you, or pizza? What do you like to have?
Well, roast and potatoes sound pretty good. A lot of times I'll have that, or I'll make like chili, and then I'll just have a kind of some side dishes with the chili. Something that's kind of like that. Something that's not too hard to make, but it's something you can kind of eat throughout the day if you want. That's about all. KD9YBG, back to you.
Sounds good, Dale. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, thanks for checking. We'll get back to you in a few minutes the second go around here. KE9CZZ, Guy, what is your favorite food that you like to cook during these cold weather days we got coming up?
Well, good evening, Jimmy. Cold weather, food, this is crock pot weather. So pretty much anything you can put in the crock pot, that's good. I like that. Chili, really good. A stew of some kind. beef and vegetables, kind of like a boiled dinner, anything like that. But if I was just doing for myself, then I would do a grilled cheese and a bowl of soup.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. I'm not a soup person, but I'll tell you what, I like beans. My mother used to make bean soup. She used to put lots of onions or like ham or something in there. That was really good, and of course I like tomato soup too, so that ain't bad at all. Okay, guy, I'll get back to you in a few minutes with the second go-around as if you're still going to be on the air. Thanks for checking in. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun then? Please call now. General check-in.
Kilo 0 Sierra Delta Zulu K0 STZ.
K0 SDZ, K0 San Diego Zoo. Okay, I got you checked in, Bill. We're talking about what do you like to eat or cook during these, we got these real cold weather days coming up. Do you have a favorite dish you like to have?
Well, what I like and what I really eat are two different things. I have some self-inflicted dietary restrictions. I try to stay away from, sugar and alcohol and a lot of carbs and stuff. But what I really like, and it doesn't require any cooking unless you want to cook it or bake it, would be one of my favorite foods would be chocolate chip cookies. And I say it's never too cold for ice cream, so chocolate chip cookies and ice cream would be what I would want. But what I would eat probably, well, maybe that grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. That sounded awful good. And so that's about the size of it from the San Diego Zoo here. Bill, K0STZ, back to net.
There's nothing wrong with ice cream during the wintertime. I always ate ice cream all the time. We used to have a deep, when we lived in the small town of Ryde, we had one of those big chest freezers. We used to cook different kinds of meat and vegetables and ice cream in there. Well, we always ate ice cream every night of the week, whether it's hot weather outside or cold. So that's that's about it. Okay, thanks for checking in, Bill. I'll get back to you a few minutes for the second go-around here. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun then? Please call now. Okay, tell you what, before we get more checking and go to the second rounder in the round table, I'm going to go ahead and give my traffic. All right, where did we go here? Here we go. Weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. The order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks, no affiliations necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. I wonder how many people showed up today. I'm sure, I know that Mark, K9COB, was planning on going to that breakfast this morning. I wonder if he went, if they had a good turnout. Once again, spring weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks, no affiliations necessary, good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111.
I was 12 this morning, Jimmy.
Good. Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, sounds good. Now, was there another station, Guy, thanks for that information. Was there another station trying to check in? Please come back. Okay, the Greater Boy Nam Radio Club, or G-Bark, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. It's a Denny's restaurant, or the Flying J truck stop, Illinois 75 and I-90 39. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. Once again, Greater Boy Nam Radio Club, or G-Bark, meets Monday on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. It's a Denny's restaurant, Flying J truck stop, Illinois 75 and I-90 39. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of ham talk. Okay, at this time, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, next Friday, of course, the following weekend is Winter Field Day. Next Friday, as I do every Winter Field Day, and of course on the regular Summer Field Day too, I have a special Field Day edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. That's what I will be having next Friday night, Winter Field Day edition. I'm going to ask everybody, what are they planning on participating? Where are you going to go? So we'll just see what happens. It gets underway at, I'm trying to think, I believe at 1900 hours Zulu time. Next Saturday afternoon, it goes to 1900 hours Zulu time on Sunday. That'd be 1 p.m. Our local time here. So hopefully you begin ready. Hopefully you'll make a lot of contacts. I understand. Well, there's going to be one in Beloit. I'm sure Mark at K9C will be able to let us know about that. So that's about it there. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Well, okay. I'll go ahead with the second round here of the round table. 89 YBG Dale. Anything else you'll have to bring before the net?
Well, we got tomorrow's going to get colder. It shows Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 cold days in a row. Getting right around 0 at night on, I think, Sunday morning. So we got some cold coming in again. You know, kind of bobs up and back. That's about all. KD9YBG, back to net.
Okay, yeah. I don't plan on going outside. I made my 3 trips outside today. Went over to next door to Kentucky Fried Chicken, Long John Silver. It got some large Dr. Peppers. That's for sure. So okay. Thanks for checking in, Dale. KE9CZZ. Guy, are you still on the air? Anything else you want to bring before the net?
No, Jimmy. I'm just coming back from O'Hare Airport, so I'm up on the tollway over by Chrysler and just listening to the net. So I really don't have any more traffic. Back to net.
Okay, guys, sounds good. Hey, drive home safely, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. K0SDZ. Bill, anything else you want to bring before the net?
This is K0STZ, Bill in Rockford. No, Jimmy, that's about the size of it. Thanks for doing the net. Bill, K0STZ, San Diego Zoo, Rockford. Back to that.
Okay, Bill, sounds good. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for checking in, Saturday. I'm sure we'll probably hear you on the Saturday evening radio net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater. Okay, sounds good. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, well, I'll give you some more traffic here. Let's see. I'm trying to think. yeah, in about 3 weeks, on Saturday, February 7th, we will, the Stevens County Repair Association will be having their bi-monthly VE testing session. That will take place at 12:30 p.m. the Freeport Public Library, Saturday, February 7th. If you want more information, please, if you're taking the test, please contact John Mitchell, W9JC Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie, at area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. You can also contact him at johnmitchell61@gmail.com, but you're better off calling him on the phone. If you're planning on taking a test, call that number and let John know you're coming. We'd love to have a good turnout again. Let's see, one of the sons of Mike, KB9ZDD, took the test back in December. Unfortunately, he did not pass, but hopefully he'll come by in about 3 weeks. Maybe he'll take his test again. I have not heard whether Alan, who came and took his test in December, finally got his license. I think he was supposed to buy a new some radio equipment first, so that's about it. So okay. Once again, the VE testing session will take place on Saturday, February 7th, 2026 at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. If you want more information, contact John Mitchell, W9JC Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie, area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. Okay, do we have any more stations you'd like to check the Friday Night Fun then? Please go on. This is K-Sun, GCR, the Friday Night Fun, the W9XC repeated in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun, Central here in Freeport. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please go now. Okay, let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun at Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR, GMRS. If you have any technical questions that you'd like to bring before the net, please feel free to do so. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions at this time? Well, no technical questions, so let's go ahead and do the, now, let's do the, Friday Night Fun Net contacts / DX corner. Did you make any DX, contacts? I made 2 of them, let's see, that was later, late this afternoon. Now let me get out my log book here. Okay, I made 2 contacts. Well, that's actually a couple of local hams here in Stevenson County in Cedarville. That's just about 5-6 miles north of Freeport. First contact I made was with Ruben. KB9 OLF, Kilo Bravo 9, Oscar Lima Foxtrot. It was on the 28-405 on the 10 meters upper side band. It was at the 22:08 hours. Just after 4 p.m. And he was giving Ruben was giving me a 5.0. Second contact was we had a 3-way or 4-way conversation going was with Bill. November 9 Whiskey Lima Sierra, or November 9 WLS. He was giving me 7.0, and the first contact was 22:10. We talked to him until 22:33 hours. So those are my two HF contacts for this evening. Okay. Do anybody else have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
KD9 MAP.
KD9MAP. Good evening, Kerry. Let me check you into the net. Okay, the topic we're talking about with the very cold conditions coming up the next 3 days. What is your favorite food that you like to cook during these cold weather days? Like a stew, soup, or a roast, or what do you like to have?
Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. My winter diet is pretty much the same as my summer diet. It's a variety of food eaten uncooked, and anything I eat that I quote unquote cook is whatever fits in the microwave, and that's about it. I did discover a new microwave food this week. I tried out the frozen Greek gyros in the freezer case at the supermarket, free set. So you get four gyros in a box. You get the meat, you get the pitas, you get the sauce, and for $10, it's. I mean, they're terrible. They're terrible gyros. They don't taste that good, but you get a lot for the price. You know, for a restaurant gyro, you'd probably spend $7 or more a piece, and with this box here, you get 4 for $10. A lot better deal. Free set. The door on my oven failed. I think this stove was built like in the 1940s or 1950s. It's an old Tappan, and the door on the oven finally gave out, and I haven't had any luck fixing it yet. So that's it for oven baked foods for me. There was an earlier guy who said that he liked chocolate chip cookies, and I've taken a liking to those too. I like all kinds of baked goods and pastries and stuff. And lately I've been getting the gourmet chocolate chunk cookies, and those are really good. Back to you, Jimmy. I can give my DX report if you like.
Yeah, you're on here. You might as well. Go ahead. What do you got for us?
I only got on the air twice this week. I made a total of 59 contacts. Only 5 countries outside the United States. I got no POTAs. I mean, I worked POTA stations, but none of them have logged me yet on the website. So whatever you make of that. I got 3 new counties, and I got a new grid square. Brief reset. I don't get very many new grid squares these days, and this one happens to be in the United States, which is great. Boy, I sure thought I had every grid square east of the Mississippi, but this one is new to me. It's EN46. It was a station. It's up in the Chequamegon Forest in northern Wisconsin. Brief reset. It borders on the Lake Superior there. I've been up to that part of Wisconsin twice. The first time I camped overnight there in that same forest, and when I woke up the next morning, animals had taken all the food, taken it all. We didn't follow the instructions that the camp office gave us about securing our food. Brief reset.
second time I went up there and camped out overnight, I discovered for the first time in my life ticks. And there were so many wood ticks. These are the big ones, the big red ones. I mean, it was like a carpet of them just marching across the forest floor. It was awful, and my sleeping bag was just full of them. Brief reset. So I guess that's my DX report for the week. Thanks a lot, Jimmy. Thanks a lot, everybody. KD9MAP.
You're welcome, Kerry. Thanks for that DX report. Anybody have any questions concerning Kerry's DX report? Okay, do we have any other stations for any other? Do you have any other stations with DX reports? Please come now. Okay, thank you. I'm sure you heard my DX report from earlier this evening when I made contact with two local hams in Cedarville, just north of Freeport.
Yeah, that's great. I like those close-in HF contacts as much as I like the DX contacts, because it ain't especially easy to work local guys on HF reliably. You know, we tried that with the CW net, and you know, sometimes HF works when you're close, and sometimes it don't. So congratulations on that. I'd never heard of those two call signs before either myself. KD9MAP.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ruben, KB9OLF, is a long-time ham radio operator here in Stevenson County. He's one of the founding fathers of our Stevenson County Repair Association, our local club here. At one time, he even served as club president. And yeah, he was on there. He was a member when I first got licensed back in 2004. And the other one, N9WLS. I think he just recently got on the air. So that was about it there. But I'll tell you what, many years ago, I used to listen to Ruben, KB9OLF, and the late Ken Muto, K9KWM. They were cousins. And I used to listen to them when they both came. They used to work second shift from 3 to 11. They used to come home. Ruben used to work down at, he was manager at the Wendy's down in Rochelle. I used to talk to him when he first got his call. He was at the 114 mile marker on I-39. This is on our local 39, our old 39 repeater here in Freeport. I talked to him until he got back home, and see with Kenny, K9KWM. He used to work at a place in Broadhead, Wisconsin. I used to talk to him. We had a three-way conversation until they both got home. And Ken lived in our old house in Ride out there. Well, that was pretty good.
Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Cedarville was the home of Jane Addams, the famous social worker and graduate of Rockford College here in Rockford, my alma mater. There's a beautiful rail trail that runs from Freeport up to Monroe, and it passes through Cedarville and Orangeville and all those little towns there, and it's a really nice rail trail. I explored it the first time before it was even developed, when it was abandoned, but before they ripped the tracks out. Brief reset. So that's a fun trip, a fun visit if you're in the Freeport area looking for something to do. All right. Well, I'll be listening in. I got the live stream going correctly on time for tonight for a change, and I hope it's still working right because I'm mobile right now. So back to you, Jimmy. KD9MAP.
Thank you very much for getting that going there for us. And yes, that's the Jane Addams Trail. That goes all the way from Freeport up to the Wisconsin state line. Then it joins another trail that goes and it was I don't know what the name of that trail is in Wisconsin, but yeah, that goes around the Mass and all over. Yeah, that's and yes, Cedarville was the birthplace of Jane Addams. She was born and raised there. In fact, the family house, the family farm, the house which she was born and raised is still standing to this day.
This is KD9MAP. I saw her report cards on display at Rockford College, and the courses that she took while she was there. And like, she had one course that was just Virgil, so she was reading the ancient Greek and ancient Latin. She had another course that was Homer, and that was it. It was classical education. College education was a lot different back then. A lot different, a lot harder than it is now, I think. KD9MAP.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, she's buried in the Cedarville Cemetery along with her family there. But that's where she's buried. So, yeah, okay. Hey, thanks for checking in. Thanks for that DX report. Even if mine was a local DX report, we'll put it that way. Thanks. We'll be listening for you. Please feel free to recheck in if you like. Are there any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KE9COB, Mark.
KE9COB, good evening, Mark. What's going on with you?
Well, not much. Just playing with my new radio I set up today. As far as winter food, I have been listening to you. Winter food is the one for me is chili, because that's about the only thing I know how to make that I like. And a DX report is about non-existent, because I've been messing with the new radio, which is an FDM 510. It's an interesting radio. I'll figure it out. Back to you, sir.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, chili. Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what. My mother, she called it chili, but it was really goulash. She put like hamburgers, three different kinds of beans, elbow macaroni. She would even doctor it up, put some barbecue sauce on it. I'll tell you, it took a while for it to cook, but when you sat down and ate it, that was worth it. She even put onions and stuff in there, and that was definitely good. You bet.
Yes, sir. I like chili. Back to net control.
Okay, sounds good, Mark. And thank you for checking in, and that new radio absolutely sounds great. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, one more piece of business we gotta do. We got to swap that. All hands to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to hobbies of raps, radio, or computers. All hands be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. You mean pricing just the price over the air, but haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does anybody have any swap that traffic at this time? Okay, well, I'll give you this sounds like the same old to a lot of people. Probably a lot of people are getting tired of it, but Richard, N9ZO, and Tony, NR9ARB, would love to get rid of this stuff. Okay, Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere, has a Diamond X 200A dual-band antenna. He's asking $100 for it. If you want that antenna, contact Richard at area code 815-547-8686. It's area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in a Diamond X 200A dual band antenna. Richard N90 in Belvedere is asking for $100 for it. Give him a call, area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Let me reset. The second piece of traffic is from Tony, N9ARB. His license is now expired. He's in the 2-year grace period now. He has an ICOM 9100 radio for sale. He also has a beam antenna and numerous HF, UHF, and VHF antennas for sale. If you're interested in any of this stuff, just give Tony a call at area code 815-990-4215. It's area code 815-990-4215. If you're interested, and that radio once belonged to Carl Larson, W9UIJ was now a silent key. If you're interested in an ICOM 9100 radio or a beam antenna with numerous HF, UHF, and VHF antennas, contact Tony N9ARB at area code 815-990-4215. Area code 815-990-4215. I'm going to keep advertising this stuff on this net and all the other our local Wednesday evening swap net until it's gone, or I'm asked not to advertise this anymore. So okay, please give Richard and Tony a call. They would like to get rid of all this stuff here. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. This case on G-Star of the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeating Rockford transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Are there any more stations who'd like to check in? Please go now. Alright, here's a homemade radio nut joke from, well, first of all, I'm going to read to him. This is from Rick, KD9QDP. He lives on the far west side of Rockford. He checked into our swap net this past Wednesday. He also checked into the Ogle County net on Tuesday. You know you're a radio nut when you talk over the telephone and you say CQ instead of hello. That's from Rick, K9QDP. Another one from Kurt, KE9N. He should be back on the air shortly. You know you're a radio nut when you can't hold your monthly ham radio club meeting at your local hospital due to COVID. So you give everyone, let me read this again. You know you're a radio nut when you can't hold your monthly ham radio club meeting at your local hospital due to COVID. So you give everyone COVID, but so you can have an in-person meeting in your hospital room. You have any homemade radio nut jokes you want to pass along? Give me a call on the radio or on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. Area code 815-232-FN 2323636. Find a couple more. This is from Steve, W9WFM. I will talk to him in the cool age. You know you're a radio nut when you walk outside and you think to yourself, what a lovely day to climb a tower. Okay, this is from Bob. He lives about a mile west of here in Freeport. He was W9RMH, now he's N4WGN. You know you're a radio nut when you set your alarm clock, when you go to bed at night, and in the morning it wakes you up in CW. I hope you enjoy those radio nut jokes. I don't want to spend too much time reading them. Any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming home to the Friday Night Fish Fry, Steak Fry, Grocery Shopper to the show. If you just came home, if you just turned your radio on and you've been copying the mail for the last 46 minutes, this is your chance of checking the Friday Night Fun net from anywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call K-Sun GCR. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, I never thought about this being crockpot weather. I got several crockpot cookbooks here that I can read some recipes on. Oh, maybe we'll do it another time. So, okay, we're gonna do Friday Night Fun Net trivia. This is for the benefit of those of you who are studying for their very first ham radio license. I know we have many hams. Many people who are not ham radio operators listen to us on scanners. They can't listen to police communications anymore unless you have a very expensive digital scanner in which you can receive a STARCOM 21, like Illinois State Police, Stevenson County Sheriff, IDOT, what have you. So this is for the benefit of those who are studying for their first license. Okay. Okay, first question. Which of the following can damage a multimeter? A. Attempting to measure resistance using the voltage setting. B. Failing to connect one of the probes to ground. C. Attempting to measure voltage when using the resistance setting. D. Not allowing it to warm up properly. Which of the following can damage a multimeter? A. Attempting to measure resistance using the voltage setting. B. Failing to connect one of the probes to ground. C. Attempting to measure voltage when using the resistance setting. D. Not allowing it to warm up properly. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
KE9 COB.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, I'm standing by for Charlotte.
To tell you the truth, Mark, I don't know if she or Mike are even going to get on that tonight. They haven't checked in as of yet, so that we'll wait and see.
Oh, roger that. Okay. I believe it would be C, Charlie.
You are correct, Mark. You are correct. Which of the following can damage a multimeter? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Attempting to measure voltage when using the resistance setting. Okay, we'll find another one here. Okay. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring in-circuit resistance with an ohm meter? A. Ensure that the applied voltages are correct. B. Ensure that the circuit is not powered. C. Ensure that the circuit is grounded. D. Ensure that the circuit is operating at the correct frequency. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring in-circuit resistance with an ohm meter? A. Ensure that the applied voltages are correct. B, ensure that the circuit is not powered. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded. D, ensure that the circuit is operating at the correct frequency. Anybody correct answer to this question?
KE9COV.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Power's off.
You are correct, Mark. You are correct. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring in-circuit resistance with an ohm meter? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Ensure that the circuit is not powered. All right, find another one here. Well, before we do, are there any more stations who just joined us who like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please come on out. Okay. Which of the following operating activities is supported by digital mode software in the WSJT-X software suite? A, Earth, Moon, Earth. B, weak signal propagation beacons. C, meteor scatter. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of the following operating activities is supported by digital mode software in the WSJT-X software suite? A, Earth, Moon, Earth. B, weak signal propagation beacons. C, meteor scatter. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay. Which of the following operating activities is supported by digital mode software in the WSJT-X software suite? A, Earth, Moon, Earth. B, weak signal propagation beacons. C, meteor scatter. Well, the correct answer is D, Delta. All of these choices are correct. Okay, what is the purpose of a fuse in an electrical circuit? A, to prevent power supply ripple from damaging a component. B, to remove power in case of overload. C, to limit current to prevent shocks. D, all these choices are correct. What is the purpose of a fuse in an electrical circuit? A, to prevent power supply ripple from damaging a component. B, to remove power in case of overload. C, to limit current to prevent shocks. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the purpose of a fuse in an electrical circuit? The correct answer is B, Bravo, to remove power in case of overload. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call Case 9 GCR.
WI9HF, good evening, Jimmy.
WI9HF, good evening, Chad. What is going on with you?
Well, day of fighting with everything, I think. Packing up something I sold on eBay here and picked up a bag and all my 100 zip ties fell out on the floor. I had to pick all those up, along with packing up my radio, which went okay. So other than that, nothing really exciting. Echolink All-Star note on my repeater is down for some unknown reason. It just stopped working last night, so I don't know what's going on with that. So we're going to send that off tomorrow. see when I get that back. So that's about it from here.
Okay, now, you probably will not be able to hear the night watch net from Chicago tonight then, huh?
No, not over the air. I can on my phone, but quite honestly, it's not worth going with all that effort.
Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know, you had a great net last night. There, of course, working with your repair, of course, you had your situation that you had 5 check-ins going, including myself, but that was a good net you ran last night.
Yeah, I was figured asking people what they were going to do this year might be a good question, since it's fairly early in the year yet. So, yeah. And if anyone wants to check in, Thursdays 8 p.m. on the 440.95 machine in Janesville, love to have you. We play Newsline for those who don't hear it on Wednesday. So anyway, it's Badger Prairie Net, Thursday night at 8 p.m. Right, Jimmy?
Okay, sounds good. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, that 146.715, that digital repeater in Clinton, is there a net on that repeater, or don't you know?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't really listen to it. There is a net on the 443175. I don't know where it's coming from during the week, during the day, evening, afternoon, whatever. But I don't know about 715.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking, Mark, KE9COB, just put together a list of all the other nets in the area, including this one and several other nets in Northern Illinois. He's got your net. He's also got the What's Up Wisconsin net that used to be the Saturday Night Fun net on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. I was just curious if there was any other nets that you were aware of, but okay, sounds good.
Okay, does he have the public service net on Tuesdays in Janesville?
Yes, he does. He's got all the nets, like the Tuesday evening nets and the Wednesday evening net on the Boyd repeater. And I believe, I think those are the only 2 nets in your area, aren't they?
Beloit, Janesville, and mine, obviously, but I think that's about it. Maybe there's one over in Lake Geneva area. Actually, it's Elkhorn, I think, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, sounds good. So, yeah, you put together a list there. So, okay, sounds good. Now, Chad, the question we're asking tonight, it's supposed to get real cold the next 3 days. What is your favorite food that you like to cook or eat during these cold weather months? Crock pot, or you like to cook a roast, or soup, or what have you? What do you like to have?
I never thought about it really, I guess, but I kind of like, tomorrow we're going to have the little mini pot roast and baked potato, I think. Something like that, something that's going to be stick to your ribs kind of thing, and something that can warm me up a little bit. So that's kind of thing like that. It'd be in the boil the pot roast or in a bag. So, but otherwise, don't use a crock pot too much. But I think could use that and make some stuff you cook all day, like a ham or something like that.
Hey, you cook that stuff in a crock pot, man. I'll tell you what, it cooks all day, but when you sit down and to eat it, it's definitely worth the wait. That's for sure.
Absolutely. We made on New Year's Day. We made homemade clam chowder. That was pretty good too.
Sounds good. I think during a future net here, I think I'll get out one of my. I got crock pot cookbook there. I'll look all the different recipes. I'll read that'll be the topic for another time there. What is your favorite food you like to cook in the crock pot? I did this several other times over the years during this net.
That sounds good. I think maybe the Instant Pot might be a good topic too. It's kind of a newer thing.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Chad, sounds good. Does Erica wish to check in? And if not, I'll go ahead and check her in, put her down.
Yeah, I just couldn't put her as a honorary check-in. She's in bed already, has a migraine, so probably no net for her. She didn't even check into the pink hamsters tonight.
Okay, now, I don't mean to sound stupid, but it first gets her. It's a Kilo Echo 9. What's the last three letters they were called?
Kilo Echo 9, Delta Yankee November. Just think of dynamic. Delta Yankee November.
Okay, I already got her down as a check-in. So, Chad, thanks for checking in. 73, have a good evening. Depending on what time this net gets done, I'll switch over to the repeater to see if we can pick up the night watch. If not, we'll switch back over to this repeater. We'll try for some more late check-in. So, thanks for checking in.
All right, Jamie, well, I can guarantee you there's no night watch net tonight or for the next week or so, as the node is boxed up and ready to get shipped out to get looked at. So no net tonight or for a while. So that's how that goes. 7-3. And as Larry up here in Janesville says, got a new call sign, you get a 3-year grace period to remember it. So you have about maybe a little over 2.5 years to remember that. So you get it.
Okay, sounds good. Congratulations. I'll see if, well, probably not, but I'll see if I can pick up 443750, but so later on. Thanks, Chad, for checking in. K9GCR, be clear.
All right, Jimmy, thanks for the net. Appreciate it. Back to my box here. Do we have any, Chef?
Okay, do we have any more stations I'd like to check into Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, continuing on with the trivia segment. Which of the following types of feline has the lowest loss at VHF and UHF? A. 50 ohm flexible coax. B. Multi-conductor unbalanced cable. C. Air insulated hardline. D. 75 ohm flexible coax. Which of the following types of feline has the lowest loss at VHF and UHF? A. 50 ohm flexible coax. B. Multi-conductor unbalanced cable. C. Air insulated hardline. D. 75 ohm flexible coax. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following types of feline has the lowest loss at VHF and UHF? Correct answer, C, Charlie, air insulated hardline. Okay. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy lines? A. Secure the guy line if the turnbuckle breaks. B. Prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. C. Provide a ground path for lightning strikes. D. Provide an ability to measure for proper tensioning. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy lines? A. Secure the guy line if the turnbuckle breaks. B. Prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. C. Provide a ground path for lightning strikes. D. Provide an ability to measure for proper tensioning. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guy lines? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Prevent loosening of the turnbuckle from vibration. All right. What are the toughest questions in the Tech General or Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. Those of you studying for your first ham radio license, someday when you get your license, you're going to be part of a ground tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew. This next question, if you get this next question, which I'm about to read to you right at the VE testing session near you, of course we have one in Freeport here on February 7th, this might be the one that's your ticket to your getting your license. All right. Okay. All right. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. D. All these choices are correct. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? You tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. I guess our tower climbers are not with us tonight. Okay. Under what circumstances? What is required when climbing an antenna tower? The correct answer? Okay. Let's do this again. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. Well, the correct answer is D. Delta. All these choices are correct. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call K-Sign GCR. Okay, these next questions which I'm going to read are from the general Q&A. So, I guess we got quite a few people who earned to that. So, okay. Oh boy, let's see. All right. Where are we at here? Here, okay. First question. What is a characteristic of HF scatter? A. Phone signals have high intelligibility. B. Signals have a fluttering sound. C. There are very large sudden swings in signal strength. D. Scatter propagation occurs only at night. What is a characteristic of HF scatter? A. Phone signals have high intelligibility. B. Signals have a fluttering sound. C. There are very large sudden swings in signal strength. D. Scatter propagation occurs only at night. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the characteristic of HF scatter? The correct answer is B. Bravo. Signals have a fluttering sound. Okay, let's see if we can find another one here. Okay, what is the purpose of delaying RF output after activating a transmitter's keying line to an external amplifier? A. To prevent key clicks on CW. B. To prevent transient overmodulation. C. To allow time for the amplifier to switch to the antenna between the transceiver and the amplifier output. D, to allow time for the amplifier power output to reach operating level. What is the purpose of delaying RF output after activating a transmitter's keying line to an external amplifier? A, to prevent key clicks on CW. B, to prevent transit overmodulation. C, to allow time for the amplifier to switch the antenna between the transceiver and the amplifier output. D, to allow time for the amplifier output supply to reach operating level. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay. What is the purpose of delaying RF output after activating a transmitter's keying line to an external amplifier? Correct answer is C, Charlie. To allow time for the amplifier to switch the antenna between the transceiver and the amplifier output. Okay, what sound is heard from an audio device experiencing RF interference from a CW transmitter? A, on and off humming or clicking. B, a CW signal at a nearly pure audio frequency. C, a chirpy CW signal. D, severely distorted audio. What sound is heard from an audio device experiencing RF interference from a CW transmitter? A, on and off humming or clicking. B, a CW signal at a nearly pure audio frequency. C, a chirpy CW signal. D, severely distorted audio. Anybody have correct answer to this question? This is KSNGCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeater and rock for transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. I'm going to repeat this question one more time. What sound is heard from an audio device experiencing RF interference from a CW transmitter? A, on and off humming or clicking. B, a CW signal at a nearly pure audio frequency. C, a chirpy CW signal. D, severely distorted audio. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What sound is heard from an audio device experiencing RF interference from a CW transmitter? The correct answer is A, alpha, on and off humming or clicking. Do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay. What is the purpose of a corona ball on an HF mobile antenna? A, to narrow the operating bandwidth of the antenna. B, to increase the Q of the antenna. C, to reduce the chance of damage if the antenna should strike an object. D, to reduce RF voltage discharge from the tip of the antenna while transmitting. What is the purpose of a corona ball on an HF mobile antenna? A, to narrow the operating bandwidth of the antenna. B, to increase the Q of the antenna. C, to reduce the chance of damage if the antenna should strike an object. D, to reduce RF voltage discharge from the tip of the antenna while transmitting. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. What is the purpose of a corona ball on an HF mobile antenna? Correct answer is D delta. To reduce RF voltage discharge from the tip of the antenna while transmitting. Okay. How much must the power output of a transmitter be raised to change the S meter reading on the distant receiver from S8 to S9? A. Approximately 1.5 times. B. Approximately 2 times. C. Approximately 4 times. D. Approximately 8 times. How much must the power output of a transmitter be raised to change the S meter reading on a distant receiver from S8 to S9? A. Approximately 1.5 times. B. Approximately 2 times. C. Approximately 4 times. D. Approximately 8 times. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, how much must the power output of a transmitter be raised to change the S meter reading on a distant receiver from S8 to S9? The correct answer is C, Charlie, approximately 4 times. Do we have any more stations who would like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay. How does a noise blanker work? A. By temporarily increasing in received bandwidth. B. By redirecting noise pulses into a filter capacitor. C. By reducing receiver gain during a noise pulse. D. By clipping noise peaks. How does a noise blanker work? A. By temporarily increasing received bandwidth. B. By redirecting noise pulses into a filter capacitor. C. By reducing the receiver gain during a noise pulse. C. By clipping noise peaks. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, how does noise blanker work? The correct answer is C, Charlie. By reducing receiver gain during a noise pulse. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
Yes, sir. And then BWM. Bruce in Rockford.
Hello, Bruce, or Fred, however you want to go by. That was fun last night, early this morning. Well, I don't think we've done that since the days of the old midnight net.
No, we sure haven't. Yeah, that was a blast. Hopefully we can do that more often.
Oh yeah, we should do enough. Have enough people stay up. They definitely do so. That's for sure. Okay. Hey, Bruce, we're talking about it's going to be cold the next several days. What is your favorite food that you like to eat or cook during these? Are you into crock pot cooking? or like us cooking spaghetti or what have you there? What do you like to eat?
Well, I usually cook Swedish yellow pea soup with put a ham bone in there and cook up the Swedish pea soup. Basically like navy bean soup, only it's with yellow Swedish peas.
Oh boy, I've had pea soup before, and never Swedish pea soup. Boy, I'll bet you that's good.
Something my grandmother used to make, and my mother kept the tradition, and I'm keeping up the tradition too.
That's great. That's great. Okay, sounds good. Stick around if you like. All I'm doing is reading trivia questions from like the tech and general Q&A. I got your checking number 15. So that's about it. So hey, thank you for checking in.
No, thank you for hosting the net, Jimmy.
Welcome. It was Brad. HQI now, but I think it was 89G at the time. Back in the 2008. He's the brains behind the net. He's the one that's really started. Okay, I want to explain something to everybody. On GMRS, Bruce goes by Fred. I don't know how that came about, but that's Mark was calling him Fred all throughout the queue. So we had I think we started about I think it was about 11 o'clock or so, around midnight. We got done till about, I don't think we got done close to 1:30 this morning. That was great. This case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXE repair in Rockford. Yeah, that was myself, Mark 89, the COB. When we first started on this repair, then when I heard the Marv K9RUK throw out his call on 195, I switched over there. It was Bruce, myself, Mark, and Marv. 4 of us. Okay. Any more stations you want to check in, please phone out.
K9ASH, Dwayne in Winnebago.
K9ASH, good evening, Dwayne. What is going on with you?
Good evening, Jimmy. How's everything going? Just trying to stay warm. It's getting kind of chilly outside. Got back from work. Got the evening free and tomorrow off, so just enjoying the time off right now.
That's great, that's great. I'm asking a question. Since it's going to get real cold, what is your favorite food that you like to eat during these cold weather months? These days coming up. Crock pot cooking, you cook in a crock pot, or you like the chili, or goulash, or like a pot roast, or anything like that. What do you like to eat?
Well, when I was a kid growing up on the farm, and my mom used to make us dinner when it was cold like this. She'd make a stew. She'd put it in a crock pot, like a pot roast with potatoes and carrots, some other vegetables she'd put in there. So once in a while, when it's cold like this, we'll make one of those.
Stew, not bad at all. That's great, that's great. Okay, Dwayne, thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the hall. Thanks for checking in.
No problem. I'll be hanging around listening to the net a little bit. If I don't talk to you today, maybe I'll talk to you maybe this week or something, Jim. 7-3.
I'm not going anywhere this weekend, so I'll be on the radio all the time. Yeah, this day we'll run past 10 o'clock to see how long we get. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations who wish to check in, please call now. Okay. You sure is a tough question. What is the standard sideband for JT65, JT9, FT4, or FT8 digital signal when using AFSK? A. LSB, lower sideband. B. USB upper sideband. C. GSB, whatever that is, and D, SSB. What is the standard sideband for JT65, JT9, FT4, or FT8 digital signal when using AFSK? A, LSB, B, USB, C, GSB, D, SSB. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what is the standard sideband for JT65, JT9, FT4, or FT8 digital signal when using AFSK? The correct answer is B, Bravo, USB, upper sideband. Okay. I'm trying to find some more questions here. Just a minute. Okay, which of the following statements is true of single sideband SSB? A, only one sideband and the carrier are transmitted, the other sideband is suppressed. B, only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. C, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 20, 15, and 10 meter amateur bands. D, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 160, 75, and 40 meter amateur bands. Which of the following statements is true of single sideband or SSB? A, only one sideband and the carrier are transmitted, the other sideband is suppressed. B, only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. C, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 20, 15, and 10 meter amateur bands. D, SSB is the only voice mode authorized on the 160, 75, and 40 meter amateur bands. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
I think it's B, K9KZT.
You are correct, Larry. You are correct. Which of the following statements is true of single sideband SSB? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Only one sideband is transmitted, the other sideband and carrier are suppressed. Okay, good evening, Larry. K9KZT, the king of CW. What's What's going on with you?
Not too much, Jim. Kind of late for the net, but anyway, I'm here. K9T ZT.
Yeah, you're never too early and you're never too late to be worthy of checking the Friday Night Fun net. Okay, Larry, with these next cold weather coming the next several days, I'm asking everybody what is your favorite food you like to cook during this kind of weather? Crock pot cooking, or stew, or like spaghetti, or anything like that. What do you say?
I kind of prefer the microwave, and I like smoky dogs. That's smoky like a hot dog and a bun, and all sorts of seasonings on it. K9T ZT.
Yeah, I think you were talking about that. Wasn't that on the Tuesday night net or something like that, or the chat net? Yeah, I heard you talk. Never heard of them before.
I think it's my own personal invention. No, I mean, it's like a hot dog, but just with a smoky. And yeah, it's one of my favorites right now. It's fast and it's good.
Okay. Oh, I might have to try it sometime. Okay. Hey, Larry, thanks for checking in. The net was started out slow again, but the check-ins are starting to roll in, and that's good.
Very good. Better, like you say, better late than never.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun and have a good evening. We'll definitely hear from you tomorrow night during the Rag 2 net.
I'll be the host. K9T ZT.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. Okay, let's find another question here. I think I read that before. Okay. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states calling CQDX? A. Any caller is welcome to respond. B. Only stations in Germany. C. Any stations outside the lower 48 states. D. Only contest stations. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states calling CQDX? A. Any caller is welcome to respond. B. Only stations in Germany. C. Any stations outside the lower 48 states. D. Only contest stations. Anybody correct to answer this question?
We'll go with A, K9T ZT.
I'll tell you what, Larry. Sorry, that's not correct. Hey, thanks for trying. This is what it's all about. It's all in fun. Okay, anybody else want to give it a try? Okay, I'll tell you what. Generally, who should respond to a station in the contiguous 48 states calling CQDX? Well, the correct answer is C, Charlie. Any stations outside the lower 48 states. Okay, well, all right. I'm trying to find some more. Yeah. Okay. What is the PEP produced by 200 volts peak to peak across a 50 ohm dummy load? A. 1.4 watts. B. 100 watts. 3. Let's do that again. A. 1.4 watts. B. 100 watts. C. 353.5 watts. D. 400 watts. What is the PEP produced by 200 volts peak to peak across a 50 ohm dummy load? A. 1.4 watts. B. 100 watts. C. 353.5 watts. D, 400 watts. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, what is the PEP produced by 200 volts peak to peak across a 50 ohm dummy load? Well, the correct answer is B, Bravo, 100 watts. We'll find another one here. Okay. Okay, we'll find. I'm sorry. Sorry about this, folks. Let's see if we can find another one. First of all, do we have any more stations that'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call case on GCR. Okay. Oh boy. Here's one. Okay, good. Okay. When is an analog multimeter preferred to a digital multimeter? A, when testing logic circuits. B, when high precision is desired. C, when measuring the frequency of an oscillator. D, when adjusting circuits for maximum or minimum values. When is an analog multimeter preferred to a digital multimeter? A, when testing logic circuits. B, when high precision is desired. C, when measuring the frequency of an oscillator. D, when adjusting circuits for maximum or minimum values. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
He said T. I'll try D as in David.
You are correct, Larry. You are correct. When is an analog multimeter preferred to a digital multimeter? The correct answer is D delta when adjusting circuits for maximum or minimum values. Do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. Okay. Okay. What portion of the 10-meter band is available for repeater use? A, the entire band. B, the portion between 28.1 megahertz and 28.2 megahertz. C, the portion between 28.3 megahertz and 28.5 megahertz. D, the portion above 29.5 megahertz. What portion of the 10-meter band is available for repeater use? A, the entire band. B, the portion between 28.1 megahertz and 28.2 megahertz. C, the portion between 28.3 megahertz and 28.5 megahertz. D, the portion above 29.5 megahertz. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what portion of the 10-meter band is available for repeater use? The correct answer is D delta, the portion above 29.5 megahertz. Alright, we'll find it. Alright, finally found some questions between for CW. Okay, just a minute, okay. Alright, what is the best speed to use when answering a CQ in Morse code? A, the fastest speed at which you are comfortable copying but no slower than the CQ. B, the fastest speed at which you are comfortable copying but no faster than the CQ. C, at the standard calling speed of 10 WPM or words per minute. D, at the standard calling speed of 5 WPM or words per minute. What is the best speed to use when answering a CQ in Morse code? A, the fastest speed at which you are comfortable copying but no slower than the CQ. B, the fastest speed at which you are comfortable copying but no faster than the CQ. C, at the standard calling speed of 10 words per minute. D, at the standard calling speed of 5 words per minute. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what is the best speed to use when answering a CQ in Morse code? The correct answer is B, Bravo. The fastest speed at which you are comfortable copying, but no faster than the CQ. Okay. What pro sign is sent to indicate the end of a formal message when using CW? A, SK. B, BK. C, AR. D, KN. What pro sign is sent to indicate the end of a formal message when using CW? A, SK. B, BK. C, AR. D, KN. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, what pro sign is sent to indicate the end of a formal message when using CW? The correct answer is C. Charlie AR. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for tonight. We'll, I don't know what we'll do it next week. We'll see what happens. Next Friday night, we have our annual Winterfield Day edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to ask, what are you going to be doing for Winterfield Day? Are you going anywhere? And that's about it. I'll be operating from here in my QTH. I will be going by One Hotel, Illinois, next weekend. Okay, are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, let me give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. You heard Chad, WI9HF say, for the next several nights, there will be no night watch net on his repeater due to technical difficulties. If you're able to pick up 443.750, that's their main repeater in Chicago, for 440, if the conditions are favorable, you can listen to the net on that repeater. Don't forget tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Saturday evening Rag2 net with Larry, K9KGT is your net control operator. The What's Up Wisconsin net takes place at 7 p.m. This is the old Saturday Night Fun net, by the way, but it's now the What's Up Wisconsin net. That meets on 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. That's a PL of 127.3 minus offset. Sunday evenings. I want to mention it. Sunday evening at 4:30 p.m. on the 3.905 repeater, 80 meters upper sideband. You got the Illinois statewide Aries net. That meets on the first and third Sundays of each month at 4:30 p.m. This coming Sunday, they will start in the southern tip of Illinois and they'll work their way up. You won't hear any stations around here until close to 5 o'clock. KBI and APW down Sterling was one of the net control stations. So they call by different counties. Let's see. The last few of the segments will be Stark, Stevenson, whatever, and the Winnebago County will be called last. So that's what happened. Okay. Sunday evenings at 7:30. Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. We got the Big Thunder Amps Radio Club net. At 7:30 p.m. you got the Green County Aries Races net, which meets on 145.110 repeater in Monroe with Scott K9YI as your net control operator. And at 8 p.m. you have the Whiteside County Aries net, which meets on 146.850 repeater in Sterling. And at 8 p.m. you shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Troop 1, the radio tower at their main headquarters in Sterling. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you got the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info Net. I was net control last Monday. Larry, K9KZD will be net control this coming Monday. At 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon, you have the Lee County Aries net. At 8:30 p.m. you got the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club net, which meets on 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evenings, you got the Tuesday evening net, which is held at 7 p.m. on this repeater. Immediately following that net at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. You got the Rock County Public Service net. At 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, you got the Ogle County Hams net. That net meets on 147.165 repeater in Jena or Oregon, Illinois. If there's time, they'll go to 146.595 simplex for a brief simplex net. Then they'll go back to 165 repeater for the 9 o'clock Aries and Skywarn net. Wednesday evenings, you got the Wednesday evening chat net on this repeater at 7 p.m. Also at 7 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport. I do the weekly Stevenson County Aries net. The Greater Boyd Amp Radio Club net meets on the 147.120 repeater at 7:30 p.m. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, you have the Wednesday evening swap net. Okay. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.195 repeater in Rockford, you have the weekly Winnebago County Skywarn training net. I was net control last night and I had a total of 7 check-ins. Also at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater, you got the DeKalb County Aries net. Okay, let's see. You got, oh, don't forget, on HF you have the Senile net, which meets every month, every day, Monday through Friday. $1,400, $1,500 Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck WD9BB as your net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local nets, your local net control operators, your local repeaters. If you're a member of the Ham Radio Club now, by all means support your local club. Now, are there any more stations who wish to check in the Friday Night Fun net? Please call K-Sign GCR. Okay, at this time I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. These stations, sometimes they check in and sometimes they don't. One of the best guys in the whole world, Richard, N9ZO in Belvedere. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9ZO, HC honorary check-in, and give him a call if you want that Diamond X antenna. All right. KE9N. Kurt, he should be back on the air shortly. KE9. CNS. Doug, HC honorary check-in. KC9 VOL, Jimmy, HC honorary check-in. K9 FLO, Dean and Roscoe, HC honorary check-in. And I don't know if Justin K9FEO is legally still on the air or not. His license was up at the end of last month, so I don't know if he's in the 2-year grace period or not. Okay, now I'll do my Stevenson County check-in. N9RPN, Mill in Red Oak. Let's see, W9MN Wind here in Freeport, it was about a few blocks west of me. KD9 OVJ, John H.C. Honorary checking. N9WSQ, George. I understand you left for vacation today. He's going to be spending 2 months down at Gulf Shores, Alabama. Oh, okay. You know what I'm going to do? TB9 OLF, Reuben in Cedarville, who I talked to on the 10 meters today. Also, N9WLS, Bill also lives in Cedarville. Okay, got a total of 28 check-ins overall. Do we have any more stations? I'm checking the Friday Night Fun net. Please go on out. Okay, I want to thank the members of RAH for allowing me to use this repeater to host the Friday Night Fun net. I'm going to run down the list of stations who've checked in so far. Myself, K-Sign GCR, and my two early check-ins, N9DLB Dave here in Freeport, and W9JTC Jamie and Rockford. Okay, W9WBB, K9JPP, W9VOX, K9QPL, K9YBG, KE9CGG. K0SDZ, K9MAP, who was live streaming this net on and recording on YouTube. KE9COB, Mark, W99HF Chad, and his better half, KE9DYN Eric. N9BWM, Bruce, K9ASH, Dwayne in Winnebago, K9KCG, Larry, the King of CW. Okay. Then my honorary check-ins, N9CO, Richard Belvedere, KE9N, Kurt, who will be back on the air soon. KE9CNS, Doug and Rockford, K9GOL, Jimmy. K9FLO, Dean and Roscoe, N9R, and my Stevenson County check-ins. N9RPN, W9MSL, K9OBJ, N9WSQ, and K9OLF, Reuben in Cedarville, and N9WLS. Also, Bill, also in Cedarville. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 regular on-air check-ins, and let's see, 2 early bird check-ins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11 honorary check-ins, a grand total of 28 check-ins. Do we have any late check-ins for the Friday Night Fun net? Please go on out.
KC9GCR, here is KC9YI.
K9YI, I got you checked in, Scott. I'll get right back to you in a few minutes here. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun net on the W9AXD repeated Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. I remember Kerry, K9MAP, was telling me he used to listen to the county jail frequencies when they were on analog. Every night, the dispatcher radio log the corrections officers, lockdown, secure the jail, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Nighty-night, sleep tight, Don't let the bed bugs bite. Case 9YI, Scott Monroe. What's going on with you?
Well, this jailbird is about ready to go to bed too, so well, shoveling a little snow this morning, but anyway, I guess we're kind of back to winter again.
Oh yeah, we got quite a bit of snow, yeah, yesterday and last night too. A lot of it's all gone already, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, we had a little bit tonight again. In fact, kind of started off and on already, must have been about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Cold front went through, and then I don't think enough to shovel or anything, but I see it kind of blowing around out there. The grass is white, but you know, I scraped everything off, and then the sidewalks melted off pretty good.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Hey, I was asking a question tonight. Now that we have this, these real cold weather in the next several days, I was asking everybody, what is your favorite food that you like to cook or eat? Do you like to cook something in a crock pot, or like spaghetti, or chili, or goulash, or what is it that you like to eat during these cold days?
Boy, I like to eat a lot of different things, Jim. It's hard to track it down to one specific thing, but I had a real good pulled pork sandwich Thursday night at Poncho Lefty's after Lodge, and that was good. But there's not too many foods that I don't like. We'll put it that way. That's my problem. I should cut back a little bit.
This is Case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the W9XD repeating Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun that's Edward and Freeport. I definitely understand that, Scott.
Yeah, I imagine you had quite a few foods represented tonight, but anyway, I suppose I better let you go, and but I thought I'd get a quick check-in here before you got away. Been on 160 a little bit, and surprisingly, both 75 meters and 160 were, you know, in relatively good shape tonight, even though the numbers that they're reporting, active geomagnetic field, and you know, that not so good, you know, with the solar numbers. But I don't know, maybe this cold, clear air has kind of pushed everything out of there. I don't know, but so anyway, that's about all I have here, Jim. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI.
Okay, Scott, hey, thanks you for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night.
Sounds good, Jim. 73, KC9YI, clear.
Okay, are there any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I also put another honorary check-in for your Stevenson County. Bob, N4WGN, lives about a mile west of me, so if I talk to him later tonight on 3-9, I'll tell him that I checked him in. So, any more stations wishing to check in, please go now. Okay, be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, or your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your local post office when you buy your stamps, mail letters, or pick up your mail. Be sure you tell the your bank cashier, your bank teller at your local bank when you go cash a check or withdraw money from your bank, put money in the bank. Be sure you tell your new car dealer, your used car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure to tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun. The more check-ins, the better the neck. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. I'm sorry, folks, we don't take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, telemarketers. If you don't, if you take a knee or clench your fist or sit in the clubhouse when the U.S. national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. You don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Don't go out unless, if you don't have to go outside tomorrow, don't. Stay in for the next 3 days. Okay, there be no further business. This is the last call for any station while checking the Friday Night Fun that remains in the region. With around traffic, please call KSON GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, January 16, 2026, with an unofficial count of 30 check-ins. We may add some more before the night's over. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater, for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. It'll be the special Winter Field Day edition of the net next Friday night. Until then, this is Jim, KSON GCR, now closing down this Friday, January 16, 2026 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. And return the repeater of the frequency normal average radio use at 10:08 p.m. Central Standard Time. 4 hours, 8 minutes Zulu time with an unofficial count of 30 check-ins. 7-3s, everybody. Have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll talk to you next Friday night. This is KSON GCR. I wish you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3s all. Okay, K9MAP, KSON GCR, Kerry, if you're listening, go ahead and post it. 2 hour, 8 minute net with an unofficial count of 30 check-ins. KSON GCR will be clear and moderate.